My overall thoughts on the season, I think we had a really, really good season, one of the best in school history. I actually wrote down some of the things that we did because we accomplished so much this year, so I wanted to make sure we got to talk about a little bit of everything. The biggest one in my mind is we had the most wins in school history. We were 63, 34, and 4. So we beat the previous school record by 7 wins, and that's quite an accomplishment and something that we're really proud of. Another thing we did, we had 3 individuals average in the top 5 all time in school history. So if you look in the record book, we'll have 3 averages in the top 5 in school history, and I think that's quite an accomplishment. Between Tom Ripicki, Ryan Wirtz, and Colin Burns, those three guys averaged the 3 of the top 5 lowest averages. We had the lowest round in school history at Trine this year, and we won that tournament. We shot a 292, which is really, really good. We played in a really good tournament with a good field and beat a lot of good teams that day. Colin Burns broke the 2-day low round in school history, shooting a 144, and the second lowest 18-hole round with the 68, which is really good. And he had quite a tournament there. We won our first OAC Invitational championship this year in school history, and that was a tournament in the spring at Cumberland Trail with all the OAC teams, and beat some good teams in that tournament as well. So overall, I think we had a great year, and something that I hope to build on in the future. And guys like Travis coming back are going to be big parts of that.
Our main team strength was the overall confidence we had in each other. Coach would sometimes tell us we were a little bit overconfident, but I think that was one of our strengths, was because we believed in each other. We believed that we could go out there and win tournaments. Every tournament we played in, we felt like we could beat every team out there, and just believing in each other. So I think that was one of our top strengths.
One of the things that I talked about, and he called it overconfidence, but I always like to talk about playing with a quiet confidence, because golf is such a mental game and you can't get yourself too hyped up. And I know these guys are really competitive and they're confident, borderline cocky, but we had a lot of fun in that. But I always preach to them and talk to them about playing on the course with a quiet confidence and playing with respect for your opponents too. For me, I think the one tournament that I was really proud of and felt like we really made a jump as a team was the OAC Invitational in the spring. We played against a really good field, and everybody kind of builds up to that tournament, and then the OAC Championships, which is 2 weeks after that. So I feel like everybody came into that tournament playing at a high level, and a lot of the better teams in our conference prepare for those couple tournaments. And we played very well in tough conditions, and so that was the one weekend that I thought we really stuck out and played really well. And you can maybe pick another one.
Yeah, the moment that stuck out to me the most in the season was when we won our 3 tournaments in a row, including Heidelberg Invitational, the OAC Spring Invitational, and the Trine Invite. Out of those 3 tournaments, I think the tournament that stuck out to me the most was OAC Spring Invitational. I mean, the weather was really bad, and it was a competitive field, and it's always nice to, see Otterbein and behind us on the leaderboard. So it stuck out to me a lot. Looking forward to next year. I'll be a senior, and I think our team's going to be better than we were this year, even though we lost a couple of our good players. And Phil Mikowski and Tom Ripicki, I think some of the freshmen that played well this year are going to improve on how they played. And some of the freshmen that didn't get a chance to shine this year, we'll have that opportunity next year. And I plan on improving on what we did, how we played this year, winning more tournaments, and hopefully getting a chance to go to nationals.
Looking forward to the future, I feel like we got a good core of guys with Travis, and then we have two guys coming back in Colin Burns and Ryan Wirtz that will be sophomores next year, who both played at a pretty high level this year as freshmen. And these three guys coming back will kind of be the leaders and core of that group, with Philip Cafe also being a senior, and we're going to look to him to be a leader as well. And then we got two other guys coming back too, and Angelo Palmer and Pat Hellman. So we're excited about the guys coming back. Recruiting right now to try to get a few more pieces, and hopefully some of those guys can help us, but I'm not counting on that. I feel like we got enough coming back to compete at a high level and to win the league, and to continue to improve upon this really good season that we have had. So the future is bright, and we're excited about it.